Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside the Class of 23 Arena. Bob Long here on the Drexel Hockey Network. The Dragons taking on William Patterson University in what should be a great ECHA matchup for the very first time. The William Patterson University hockey team just joined the ECHA. It's a tremendous program. They've had a lot of success over the years, a lot of turnover this year in terms of their players. 17 guys on the roster last year that aren't back this year. Still 6-2 in the ECHA, a strong program that's going to compete over the course of this entire year, 18-19, as they look to capture their first ECHA title. In their way stands Drexel right up at the top of the standings. Just that one loss in the league, which came at home to Westchester. So this, a huge game, their last game before they head to break. They'll have over a month to stew on whatever happens here tonight. So it's a big opportunity for Drexel to come out, defend their home ice one more time, and send a message to the newcomers to the ECHA that the league still has to go through Drexel. It really has been a tremendous season so far in the ECHA, as Westchester, Drexel, Navy, and William Patterson are all in the mix. Now we're going to turn your attention to the ice for the national anthem. About ready for hockey here inside Class of 1923 Arena. Once again, Bob Long on play-by-play. Mike Crisafulli back behind the camera. And we're ready for what should be a tremendous in-league game between the Dragons of Drexel and the Pioneers of William Patterson University. Drexel in the home gold uniforms with the blue across the shoulders. William Patterson off screen will come with an orange stripe across the shoulders with the white trim and the black cut uniforms. Good look here in the city of brotherly love. There's another team that looks about the same way. And the hometown team here, Drexel, looking to take things into their own hands, maintain control of the ECHA. This should be a tremendous matchup. Thanks everybody for being in here with us. It's a late start, 9:45 p.m., bleeding to over 9:50. But if you're up with us, I think you'll find it worth it very shortly. Drexel 16-3, 1-0 on the year. William Patterson 6-7, 0-1 on the year. But those 5 losses all came out of the league. They scheduled difficult. NYU, Stony Brook twice over a weekend set, and then URI twice over a weekend set were their losses out of the league. Everything else has been in league, and they've been pretty impressive in that span. Common opponents, at least out of the league, both William Patterson and Drexel both played Rhode Island. Drexel split the series, losing 7-0 badly in the first game and squeaking out a 1-goal win in the next. William Patterson lost both their contests to the Rams of Rhode Island. But we're underway here. And face-off quickly won by William Patterson. They're going to keep this into the zone and flick it around the backboards. Sent right in front, and it might have been a piece off Wick there. Jeremy Wick gets the start in net. And up the ice skates James Schickling. Schickling had a huge game and a huge series last weekend. A weekend that Drexel split against John Carroll University. Into the neutral zone, Church Vara has it blocked off his stick. This is Gianluca Travia spinning it up. Walt Kuiper, the sophomore, comes to get it with the left-handed stick and fires a long up-ice pass, which comes for icing with 19:08 to play in the first period. A guy to look out for tonight for William Patterson University is Sean LaCourte, a senior, the leading scorer in terms of points. It's 15 assists, 16 points. But he's also had 5 game misconducts, so feast or famine for Sean LaCourte. He's number 5. Spun in there by Nicholas Urbani and brought the other way by Hunter Ledwith. He's taken off the puck there, and Drexel's able to elicit possession. Urbani, a long pass, clips the stick of number 13, Patrick McGinley, and back to the boards. Now Drexel trying to keep it in, and they do right at the point. Wyeth Cool, a long shot, deflected there by Fiore, and it went wide. Spun back here to Hunter Ledwith, and it comes back to Sean LaCourte. Ledwith gets it back, but William Patterson having trouble clearing. Now Nicholas Urbani pinches and able to keep the puck in. Ledwith back there to get it, and Hart does his best to take him off the puck. Eugene Lim is back there, and Hart now has the puck back behind the offensive net of Drexel. Here's Lim with the puck coming along the side boards. Lim, a good skip pass. Cool, that shot hit deflected just wide. A nice deflection by the captain, Hart. Now spun back, and Ledwith gets a skate on it and is able finally to clear. Christopher Hagan and Eugene Lim both whiff, and now an opportunity here for Sean LaCourte. LaCourte tries to toe drag it through. Nice job by Cool to stay with him, flipped in front, and Drexel's able to corral it. Now spun out, a really nice cross-ice pass. Here's Eugene Lim. 2-on-2, both teams getting a change. Lim sent it across, and that was behind Nicholas Urbani. Now he's got to hustle back. That shot saved there off the pad of Wick. Stayed with it there on a low screamer. No icing there. Now William Patterson back down the ice as they're trying to clear it out of their defensive zone. Kyle Weller in there, as is Bradley Crane. And now there was a delayed offside, and Drexel's able to get the puck back and flip it in. That one could have been ruled dead as Drexel was right in the area there, and I thought affected the course of play. Bradley, or I should say Jamie Crane there, flips it back behind the net. Schickling can't get there. And that's flipped up high off the boards. Drexel on the forecheck aggressively thus far. Turnover onto the stick of Weller, and the backhand won't go. Nice save there in net. Another save pushed just wide. That's Jeremy Hammerquist in net. 3 and 5 on the year, and .905 save percentage, and nearly 4 goals against. The struggle this year for William Patterson has actually been the scoring. In the games that they've lost, we were told that they've had opportunities, just haven't quite been able to put the puck in the net. Now an opportunity in front here. Chris DiCarlo doesn't get much on that backhand. And it's flipped high in the air. A bouncing puck will come back into the Drexel zone. Church Vara sees an opportunity. That long pass comes onto the stick of Sklar, taken away there, and he's taken down. Sent in by number 23, Tom Hollowchuck. Drexel spins with it. And an off-angle shot comes right back. Wick is there and sends that one wide. 2 strong saves there for Wick as he was in proper position. William Patterson sent it across. They were looking for Tiger Weber. He couldn't get on the puck. Peck a little bit behind him. Sklar turns on it, gives it away in the neutral zone. Bradley Crane, long pass, and has DiCarlo. He lost it. Now Runk. Runk gets it back and can't get the shot off. Nobody in between DiCarlo and the net. He just left one thing behind. Nice keep there by Mike Church-Vara, number 4. Mentioned him a lot this year. Earned his 100th career point. Highest total by a defenseman in Drexel history. in a 5-3 win against Lehigh on the road. Gianluca Travia wrister goes wide. Church-Farah thinks about the pinch and does. And now they're going to have to retreat quickly. Opportunity here for William Patterson. And they look like they're the end of their rope. They get a couple of guys changing and really didn't build anything from what could have been a nice opportunity. Church-Farah gets it to center and no further. Everybody touches up for the Pioneers. Gianluca Travia for the Drexel Dragons brings it back behind his own net. Gives it away, though. Difficult spot. Drexel looking to clear, and they can't. Batted in well that time by Walt Kuiper. Now a shot. Doesn't get to net. Nice job by the defense of Drexel. That was Church-Farah. Now set in front again. That pops high and goes to the backboards. First sustained rush here for William Patterson University tonight. Working on the backboards, John DiNascenzo. DiNascenzo takes down the Drexel defender Travia, and Hart is there as that safety valve, getting it to center. Now everybody changes for William Patterson. A strong shift from that line. Drexel sends it down the ice. No touch that time from Kyle Fiore, and thereby an icing. So an opportunity here for William Patterson University. Drexel got about a half change there, but William Patterson got the full change. Obviously, they have the liberty to change anything further after this icing. But Drexel has some tired legs out there. A long shift for Mike Church-Farah on defense and Gianluca Travia. See if William Patterson can convert off angle shot. Wick was there, had the post covered. 13:25 to play, still scoreless. Turning on the puck now, Hunter Ledwith. Ledwith shoots it up. Now that one pops behind the net. Wick scrambles a little bit, gets back into position. Sent in front, nobody there, and turning with it now is the speedy Eugene Lim. Lim will punch that one up. Kyle Fiore able to keep that one in the zone, but only for the time being. But it will maintain possession for the Dragons. Well done by the diminutive Fiore. This is Nicholas Urbani. Flips it in as he waited for Fiore to touch up. And the Dragons will chase. They're going to wave off icing here as they say that Nicholas Urbani had an opportunity to touch that puck. Cameron Neely and Drexel will remain patient in their defensive zone. Puck loose at center ice, pops up right near the Drexel bench, and it comes off to Wyeth Cool. Cool brings it onto his backhand. Tried to drop it off for Neely, and with a little bit too much steam. McGinley flips it up. And back to get it, number 2, Eamon McMillian. Now Thomas Bauer comes right on. Throws that puck back behind Andrew DeAngelis, and they'll have to work it back behind the net. Wyeth Cool is in there battling with Thomas Bauer of William Patterson. Kyle Weller's in there as well, and they come up with it. Thomas Bauer, good cross-ice pass, takes on Wick. They don't get the shot off. Wick comes back and makes the save. Had to scramble across the crease and got across at the right moment. 11:36 to play. Not a lot of stoppages and no goals thus far. And there will be a penalty coming up against William Patterson University just as I say that. A hooking call will go against the Pioneers of William Patterson, and for the first time, William Patterson will be shorthanded tonight. Dylan Hart will take the face-off against Walt Kuiper. Face-off sent back down the zone. And William Patterson will have their first clearance of the power play. Spinning with it now is Jamie Crane. Crane a cross-ice pass. They'll play it off the boards. Church-Farah's there. Patterson loses a stick. Shot by Hagan through a lot of traffic. And a save made by Jeremy Hammerquist. Boy, it was great recognition there by Nicholas Urbani to realize that there was a ton of traffic and it was self-induced by William Patterson. all a little bit out of position as that one defender lost the stick. So he ripped the wrister, and it was a great save there by Hammerquist. Now Church-Vara with a $130 on the man advantage. Still scoreless here at Class of 23 Arena. Drexel in the yellow from right to left on your screen. Church-Vara, skip pass, comes to the slot. Extra pass now comes to Hagen. Hagen in front, and they couldn't get it to Hart. And they give away this one. They'll send it all the way down. And the first to get there will be Hunter Ledwith. So Jeremy Wick comes out and very calmly takes care of that one. Urbani gets the puck right back. He comes right in, looking for somebody to cut across the front of the net. He carries back behind. Jamie Crane, now Hart shot! He got a piece of it. Hammerquist got a piece of that one. And a whistle as it goes up into the netting. Face-off won by here. Church-Vara has the puck. Ooh, that one had an opportunity as it went right to Schickling. Couldn't deflect it on net. Now he tries to get it to Weller. Didn't have a lot of speed on it. And William Patterson will get a fortunate kick off the sideboards. Opportunity here for Andrew DeAngelis. DeAngelis into the catching glove of Wick, and he is able to put that right back on the ice. Here come the Dragons the other way. 3-on-2 counter. McGinley waits for help. And William Patterson drills it right off their own guy, but it's DeAngelis coming back up the ice. Opportunity here. He takes another shot. Wick doesn't control that rebound, and now he's able to spin it aside. 6 seconds left on the power play. Drexel's had their opportunities as that one comes right onto Hammerquist. McGinley crushed into the sideboards. Nice keep there at the point. Cameron Neely back behind the net now. Works on the forecheck, but well done by James Hunt. He keeps it in the zone, though, at the point, and Neely brings it back. Bradley Crane, who had that great keep at the point, tries again. And now here comes William Patterson the other way. Great stick in there by the Dragons, Michael Corkery. Another opportunity. Wick got a stick in there. And now Cameron Neely will turn with it. A fight to clear it. Neely comes up with it. Neely badgered the whole way. Shot goes just wide. And there's a penalty coming on the next touch for William Patterson. So Hart will turn with it. He's being chased the whole way. And there's your touch. Comes by the stick of Jacob Smith, number 26. And Drexel with another opportunity on the man advantage with 8:23 to play in the first period. A quick one here, not a lot of whistles. Strong skaters on both sides and a great conference matchup thus far. It is Jacob Smith, the forward, number 26, who incurs the penalty. Here's Mike Church-Vara off the face-off win. Nicholas Urbani now comes across to Church-Vara. The shot goes off the pad and wide from Hammerquist. Good feed, back behind the net, into the slot. Shot from an off angle came from Christopher Hagen. Church-Vara has it now top of the circle, into the slot. Now at the other circle, pass comes across, an opportunity here, but William Patterson will just send that. That gets right on net, and once again, Jeremy Wick there. Dylan Hart wraps it around the back boards. Christopher Hagen on the chase. Also there, Eamon McMillian for William Patterson University. Church-Vara has it. And he's going to pull it back. So strong on the puck, Mike Church-Vara. Jamie Crane. Nicholas Urbani. Urbani can't get across. Crane had an opportunity with it on his puck, and it flies back to Church-Vara. Shot in front. Hart bangs away, and it's saved there by Hammerquist. Hammerquist up to task. Dylan Hart continues to pound away And William Patterson doesn't take too kindly to that one. Drexel taking on a couple of namesake universities over the last 2 weekends. John Carroll University out of Ohio last week, a 2-game set. And tonight, William Patterson in their first ever conference matchup. Shot blocked there as it was heading towards net off the stick of Nicholas Urbani. Patrick McGinley back behind the net takes it away from Walt Kuiper. And William Patterson does it just enough to clear it. Nicholas Urbani pulls it back. Still 25 seconds left on the man advantage as Eugene Lim makes one miss. Comes up the ice. Taken off the puck well there by number 5, Sean McCourt. Wrapped around and cleared once again. William Patterson having trouble with it. And that shot comes into the clutching glove of Wick. He'll drop it once again. Penalty time just about up. Down to 1 second, and now that's it. Here's Kyle Weller. Comes right on net. Takes the shot. Saved there by Hammerquist. He attacked that near side post with a lot of speed. Took it on the forehand. Tried to lift it. And Hammerquist did exactly what you need to do there for your goaltender. Stay right on that post. Do not give an inch. 5-on-5 hockey once again. Faceoff was controlled by Drexel. But William Patterson gets it out to the neutral zone. Gianluca Travia pulls it back onto the backhand. Wyeth Cool. Pass comes across the middle, and Cameron Neely does just enough to get it into the zone. Nathan Runk in there on the chase. Flip forward. Nice hit in the boards there by Nick King by Drexel. But William Patterson's going to get it right back. Opportunity here on the backside for Braden Floan. Floan sends it behind. Here's Scott Huber. And Huber spins it back. Gianluca Travia battling one-on-one on the backside against Michael King. And now back behind the net's Huber again. Huber and King continue to work on the forecheck for William Patterson. They still maintain puck control. Now Wyeth Control gets a piece of it, but they can't clear it. 5:15 to play. Extended shift here for the defense of Drexel. And they can't clear it out of the zone. Not just a long shift, but burdensome, laborious minutes. Nathan Runk flips it up. This could be icing, and indeed it is. So this long shift will continue for the Drexel Dragons. Runk just a little bit too much on that one. So no get-out-of-jail-free card quite yet for the Drexel defense. Gianluca Travia, Wyeth Cool, been out there for a long time. Shot deflected there in front. Now another shot goes high and wide. Spinning it back for number 22, Zachary Matesic. Comes to the point and out. Just out as Kyle Fiore spins it. Drexel quickly trying to get a change, but they can't get either of the defensemen off. Unique here at the Class of 23 arena. Benches on different sides. So the benches aren't on the same sides. You don't have benches further down the ice to allow you to make that shift earlier or easier, or when that puck isn't as far down the ice. Not something you see here at Class of 23. Big hit into the sideboards, but here comes William Patterson. It's 2-on-1. Wick with the save, and Sklar is there. Zachary Matesic tried to throw it off the pad for Thomas Bauer, but he couldn't get it on the weak side. Now DeCarlo taking off the puck. A lot of open ice here. Matesic lost the puck. And now coming up with it, John DiNacenzo. DiNacenzo sends it back behind the net. Now right in front. Try to get it onto the backhand. They can't get the shot off. Now onto the stick of number 21, Tiger Weber. Weber back to the point. Weber has it now, continues to plow forward towards the net. William Patterson just can't get the shot off in traffic, and here comes Michael Corkery. He'll get it to the red line fire at home, and a full change for the Drexel Dragons. They certainly needed it. 3:10 to play in this one. Hagen gets a little bit of a piece of the defender on the backboards. Long pass was touched up. This is going to wave off icing. Mike Churchvara, with a full head of steam back behind the net, comes up with the puck. Drexel looking to clear. Hitting into the sideboards with Sean LaCourte, but he's able to maintain puck possession. Here's a shot deflected just wide. Wick there. And more opportunities for William Patterson. This will not be an icing either. Christopher Hagen chases it down, able to take it away, but then pulled right back. Churchvara, long shot, deflected and goes high. Hagen right in front, they can't get the shot off. Was looking for Eugene Lim on the one time. LaCourte for William Patterson with the backhand along the sideboards, and they're able to clear it. Long passes deflected there wonderfully by Gianluca Travia. He comes to the blue line. He makes one miss. Onto his backhand, back for Weller, and it was on his backhand, so he couldn't fire it. Lim shot, saved by Hammerquist. Lim didn't quite get everything he wanted on that one, but all in all, a great opportunity by the Drexel Dragons. It's a scoreless tilt here so far. 2:05 to play first period. Bob Long on play-by-play here for the Drexel Hockey Network. Mike Christofuli's on camera. So excited that everybody can be with us here on this late Friday evening. Weller flips it high right into the catching glove of Hammerquist. A late start, sure, but a roaring first period. We started this thing after 9:50. At about 9:52, this puck dropped. There's a minute 51 left in the period. That's 23 minutes. That's 23 minutes ago. There have not been many stoppages here in this first period. A lot of great hockey on both sides. Now an opportunity here for Drexel, and they just missed the pass. They're going to wave off icing. I don't know that I see that one. Drexel fortunate there, and Schickling went right into the linesman. Beg your pardon, the referee. Weller turns with it, 80 seconds left. Here's Schickling, back from that bone-crushing hit by the referee. Fires it, that will go off the pad of Hammerquist into the sideboards. And now some miscommunication there between Crane and Schickling. Crane taken down. Schickling back behind the net. Schickling loses the puck. Nice play there by Brett Connon. And Connon comes up with it. Connon gets it to center ice. Wonderful last-ditch effort there by Churchvara. That's going to maintain possession for the Dragons. Oh, boy, that was dangerous. Fortunate for Mike Churchvara. Now Hagen the other way. Would have been brought down by a high stick, but Connon brought it down with his glove. Gianluca Travia with 30 seconds left, a scoreless first period. Another giveaway right in front. Wick is there as it was off the blade of Tyler Stymel. Everything you could have wanted if you're Stymel, but it just rolled off the edge of the blade. Boy, a couple of questionable plays there from Churchvara, the always consistent Churchvara. One pass that could have been intercepted, that one that was. And now another opportunity here. Shot blocked there. Great play by Gianluca Travia. Now Hart gets it up to the slot, but not out. Now an opportunity for Drexel, and the pass couldn't get through. Hagen was wide open, but a great stop there by Todd Kuiper. Wick in there. 2 seconds left, down to 1. And we have a whistle. Penalty being called on the ice with 0.4 seconds left in the period. I thought we had a penalty. I suppose not. Suppose not. They're just bringing the faceoff out of the zone, so that leaves everybody clean going into the second period. Simple drop of the puck will take care of this one. Referee having a word with the scorer's box, and now that's it. Put a one face-off on the book for Dylan Hart there, but nothing more as we are now through with 20 minutes. A good one here from the class of 23 arena. A 20-minute hockey period that took 25 minutes of real time. Not a lot of stoppages and some great back-and-forth play. Stay with us at intermission as we have lots of great interviews with Drexel hockey players that we had before the season. Learn a little bit about these guys that you're watching out there dressed in gold tonight. And we'll come back not too long from now to begin the second period. But overall, a great period. 10 shots for Drexel, 11 for William Patterson. Hammerquist and Wick in net have been perfect thus far. And I expect another great game between a William Patterson team that sees that they're one game back in the loss column against Drexel in the ECHA. So this is big for William Patterson. An opportunity to grab a road win, become even in the loss column with Drexel, knowing that Drexel has to come up to New Jersey to play William Patterson later in the year. And for Drexel, an opportunity to really make this a three-team race in the ECHA between themselves, Westchester, and Navy. 40 minutes of action coming up. So much at stake here from Philadelphia. Appreciate you guys being with us. And we'll be back right after this.
Welcome to Drexel TV. I am Jeremy Wick, pre-junior goalie on the team. I am here with two boys. Let them introduce themselves.
I'm Mike Church-Mara. I'm a junior defenseman, number 4. I'm the alternate captain, the better looking one, and everything else.
And hi guys, I'm Jim Miklick. I'm a senior on the team, defenseman. Mike's my D partner, unfortunately, but hey, it works well. I'm also an assistant captain and happy to be talking to you guys.
All right, so we're officially 2 skates done now. How's the team looking this year, Mike?
The team's looking amazing. You're being really aggressive with the mic. The team's looking really good. Obviously, we're a little rusty, but there's so much talent on the ice that it's going to be really exciting. We're going to be much deeper than we've been in many years.
Yeah, I'd have to follow up on that one. We had a lot of good recruits coming in. I think we're looking pretty good compared to the past couple of years. Hopefully keeping the winning tradition.
Yeah, so we got a lot of new guys coming in this year. What's kind of that transition process like? Getting the guys used to the team, getting them used to the environment and everything. What's kind of that process like?
So we have a pretty good mix of age this year. We have a couple transfers. We have a few true freshmen. So it's going to be interesting to see the blend and the chemistry that's created. But overall, I think it should go pretty well. We've experienced it in the past.
And as the defending champs, back-to-back defending champs, kind of like how does going into the season, what do we got to do if we want to defend that title for a third year?
I think we just got to keep doing what we've been doing. The biggest thing is we can't be complacent. We need to know that we got to stop, keep working, keep getting after it. Nothing's going to be handed to us, I can tell you that. And I know we're better than we have been. I know we're going to be better than everybody.
So kind of off the hockey topics here, if you guys had to choose one guy on the team, who do you think the funniest guy on the team is going to be?
Go to him first, please. I don't have
Oh, really putting me on the spot. We got a lot of characters.
I think I have a personal favorite. The goalies, most of them. Frank Lurie is hysterical. Because he's actually funny and because he's, just a good dude to be around.
There's also the fact that goalies, they're just a little different.
A little different, yes.
Wick can attest to that, right, huh, Jeremy? Can you speak to that a little bit?
I can definitely speak to that. We're a different breed. Not everybody wants to get on the ice and stop pucks. So.
Yeah, there we go. Very good.
What else do I got for you guys here? I really think that that wraps it up.
Yeah.
So, all right, it was good chatting with you boys, and we're looking forward to the season here.
Yeah, hopefully you guys tune into DrexelIceHockey.com. There's live streams, radio streams. Hopefully we'll see you guys there. Go Dragons.
Time. Go Drags.
From the Drexel Hockey Network, Nate Runk, Jess Manioki with me here from the Drexel Dragons. Guys, it was a good skate out there today. I was very impressed with the speed that I saw on just your first day out there. What did you guys see down there on the ice?
Well, I saw a lot of potential with our team this year. Obviously, this was the first 2 skates we had this year, besides the August skates. But this is the training camp, so we were just trying to shake off the rust. But I definitely see a lot of great young guys that could help fill in for the seniors that we lost last year. I definitely think this year's going to be even better than the next year.
Yeah, I thought it went well too. So this is my 5th year on the team. As a 5th year, it's crazy to see the progression from when I was a freshman to now. Like, we used to have like 30 guys out here. Now we have 50, 60 guys. So it's good to see a bunch of new faces. And yeah, like Runk said, definitely a lot of potential. And, it shows that they'll probably have a good season coming up. So,
And the building of a program, I think, is very important. Coach Schulte's done a good job of that. Do you see this class coming in as a freshman as just another step in that direction? And how talented do you think this freshman class can be?
I mean, I definitely think it's a great first step because we're having 2 teams next year. So I definitely think a large freshman class that's not only just very committed to playing hockey, but also talented. Like, it's definitely going to help make both teams better. So I definitely think this is a great first step, and this freshman class is really going to do some good things here.
Yeah, I mean, these kids, they're our future, and we thankfully have a lot of them. So, you're looking 2-3 years down the line, these kids are then going to be, pre-juniors and juniors, and, if we just continue to harp on them about development and, staying in shape and whatnot, then, yeah, I can see them doing great things as a program in the future.
Especially for you, Jess, as a senior here, 5th-year guy. I'm sure you recognize, Coach Doldy and a few other of the assistants being Drexel grads and coming back to the program and having this be a part of their professional lives as well. Now, what's that mean to you to see as a senior and to understand that you're going to have that network well after you graduate and leave the ice?
Yeah, so, I mean, I've talked to them about what I can do as far as helping out once I'm graduated. And it's great. We've had plenty of players in the past that show up for 6 a.m. practices, for Thursday night practices. It's great to just keep those guys in the loop. As much help as we can get, it's always good. So it's good to have.
It's great. Nate, for you, what are you looking forward to most this year?
Looking forward to most. I mean, last year was my first year, so I think I got all the jitters out. So I'm just excited. I know most of the people that are going to be on the team, and I'm excited to get after it. Like, we're going to try and get that first win at Nationals, and I think we can really do it this year.
That's great. What do you think, Jess?
Yeah, that's what I'm after. Having been to Nationals twice, really want to get that first win. I want to be a member of that team that makes that next big step for Drexel, so that then we can stop worrying about that and set bigger goals for ourselves. And, who knows what's after that.
Yeah, no, that's tremendous. Now, coming to a rink like this, every game, every home game to play, every practice, I mean, this really is a tremendous facility here. The sheer size of it, the way the sound reverberates, what's it like to come to a facility like this every day and to have it be your home ice?
Oh, it's great. Just to have our own locker room, like, I've never had that before I came here, and that is just great to have. But also, just during the games, we get a good amount of students that come out, and it's a great atmosphere whenever we're playing. They really pump us up. Especially last year, we did a thing called a Cold Steel Classic. It's the first time we did it, inaugural one. But it was tremendous atmosphere. It was really fun, and I'm looking forward to it this year.
Yeah, I guess to add on to that, the Cold Steel Classic was this game against Navy, and I wasn't on the ice for that game, but I bet, players on the ice, you look, there's this side of the rink filled with Drexel fans, there's that side of the rink with plenty of Navy fans, and it's just electric. That game was probably the loudest I've ever heard this rink, so it's a crazy feeling to be here for it.
I was talking to Jeremy and Dylan, two of your goaltenders, and they were talking about the Navy rivalry and how much that means to both institutions. Walk us through that a little bit. I mean, what is that like? You guys go down to Annapolis. They come here to Philadelphia. What are those games like?
We hate each other, to put it simply. Historically, we've been the 2 best teams in the league. I think there's no question about that. It'll be a bit different this year with some new teams coming in, but yeah, I guess just to go back to my original statement, we don't get along. We don't play nice. Those games end up getting very physical, very, very high compete, and they're good games to watch, good games to play in, but it sucks to lose to Navy.
Yeah, even after just playing 2 games against Navy, I already get what Jess is saying, but I think what makes it so special is just we're probably the 2 hardest working teams in this league. So just to come and play against each other, we're putting everything on the line. And I think that's a great thing to see. We'll go out. If we need to have a big check, we'll give a big check. It's just great.
So we'll switch gears a little bit here. And I asked some of the other guys some sort of funny questions, off the ice stuff. So I'm going to ask for probably you'll know better, Jess. Who's the cleanest, most organized player on the team, and then who's the messiest player on the team?
I'd probably say I'm the messiest. I'm not that organized. I'm sure a lot of people can attest to that one. But cleanest, I don't know. What do you think as far as like organized? Probably
know.
Cam. Cam's pretty organized.
Cam's pretty
guy.
organized. I think I'm up there.
Yeah, you're definitely up there, you nerd.
Probably G.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say Cam though. Cam's a very meticulous personality to have around.
Okay.
To say the least.
And then who's the funniest guy you have on the bench?
I mean, Chris Hagan always makes me laugh.
He's always pretty funny. I also think Eugene Lim, like, he doesn't try to be funny, but just the way that he acts just always gets everybody laughing.
He just has a way about him.
Yeah.
I talked to Eugene earlier today. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, guys, I really appreciate the time here today. I wish you the best of luck. I was very impressed by what I saw out there on the ice today, and I'm looking forward to a great season here on the Drexel Hockey Network.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Pleasure. Welcome back inside the Class of 1923 Arena. My name's Bob Long on play-by-play. Mike Rizzafoli back behind the camera. Thanks, everybody who's been with us for the first 20 minutes. And for those of you that are just joining us, it's been a tremendous game here. A scoreless, but both teams understanding the circumstances and understanding the stakes in terms of ECHA play. See, in the ECHA, only one team has the opportunity to go to Nationals, and it's not a postseason conference tournament that determines the winner. It's the regular season point total, the regular season record that determines who's going to win and who's going to have the opportunity to represent the conference at Nationals. Drexel is right at the top. They're one of three teams that are right there at the top. They have the one loss to Westchester at home. That's their lone blemish. William Patterson University, on the other hand, has two losses. They're 6-2-0-1, I should say, in the conference. So this is really an opportunity to even the stakes, to get a huge road win, as they know they're going to have to face Drexel again at home. But a loss here would put them two back in the loss column and really give them a lot of work going forward. A lot of strong skaters for William Patterson University. I've been impressed by Sean McCourt. He has 15 assists coming into the year. That leads the whole team. 16 points also leads the team. We mentioned the five-game misconducts as well. Haven't seen that side of him. Can Drexel get into his head? On the Drexel side, we've seen good skating from Eugene Lim. We've seen, by and large, really good play from Mike Churchvara. Jeremy Wick has been up to task. And by the way, on the other side, Jeremy Hammerquist has probably faced a test or two more than Wick, and he's been perfect as well. So a very, very good hockey game. Drexel, an opportunity here, as we mentioned, to continue their stranglehold on at least over William Patterson in the conference, and of course to keep pace with Westchester, who's been playing very well. For William Patterson, this is an opportunity to come down to Philadelphia and show Drexel, who's been in the ECHA for a long time, that they belong. William Patterson, their first year in the ECHA, acquitting themselves very well, and we'll see how they acquit themselves here in the second period. Thanks for being with us. We're now going to turn your attention to the ice for puck drop. Starters back out there. A little bit of words exchange between Brett Connon, the big guy, and Dylan Hart, the captain for Drexel. Face-off won by Tyler Steimel for William Patterson University, dressed in the black with the orange on the shoulders. Drexel in the gold with the blue shoulders. And a penalty comes right away. Sprawled out on the ice. Looks like Gianluca Travia. And didn't really get a look there. But it certainly was in the area of boarding, and Travia very slow to get up. Out of respect for Travia, we're keeping him off camera for the time being, as he lays on his back right now, attended to by the trainers. Travia can't be understated, the type of year that he's had. Doesn't score a ton of points. He's got 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points, but he's played in all but 1 game. He's really been tremendous on the second line of defense. And along with Mike Churchvary, he's played a lot alongside him tonight. Wyeth Cool has seen time with Travia. Really is a guy that can partner with just about anybody out there, has really good puck skills. And when you're in a jam and there's a guy that you need to really clear that puck, Travia really can be and has been that guy. Travia working his way up. Again, he's in the far near side corner, well, the near side corner, but to the left of our camera in the Drexel defensive zone, and skating on his own power, which you like to see. Certainly not at full strength or full speed. Working on that left shoulder, perhaps that's where he contacted and went into the boards. So you see Travia coming over the boards. And you hope that he's okay. Travia is going to remain on the bench for the time being. And now a discussion being had with the head coach for William Patterson. And he's not particularly thrilled with the answer that he's receiving. A 5-minute major being issued to number 5. We mentioned it, Sean LaCourte. So his reputation precedes him, and the hit earned him a 5-minute major. We mentioned 5 game misconducts over the course of the year. So not his first rodeo. Now an opportunity for Drexel on the 5-on-4. They win the face-off. McGinley spins it back for Eugene Lim. Top of the circle, now into the slot, Churchvara. Fresh sheet of ice. Drexel has an opportunity to really be crisp here and get something going right in front. Nobody there, and it goes beyond the catching glove of Mike Churchvara. Churchvara halts to a stop behind his own net, and now will carry it. Eugene Lim across the red line. Lim on for Weller, who backhands it and wraps it around. Patrick McGinley is back there, as is LaCourte. So I apologize there, as the save is made by Hammerquist. That's my fault. They had the 5 up there for the 5 minutes, but it looks like, to me, that it was the number. So, in fact, it's Eamon McMillian. So our sincerest apologies to Sean LaCourte, who I thought had incurred the 5-minute major. Eamon McMillian, the defenseman at 6'5", playing his 13th game of the year in the box, and LaCourte goes back to the bench, the innocent party in this one. That goes off the top of the glass and comes back to Drexel at center ice. Now Churchvara shot right on net and into the body of Hammerquist. Four minutes, 2 seconds left on the power play for the Drexel Dragons. Still scoreless, 18:48 to play. For as quick as that first period went, we've had a few more stoppages here in the first minute 15 of this one. Hart, now here's Nicholas Urbani. Back to Hart at the top of the circle. Hart leaves it off, and now a penalty will be called. Slashing being called against the Dragons. Jamie Crane, none too thrilled as he's escorted to the sin bin. Faceoff will come back into the William Patterson offensive zone, and it's 4-on-4. So Drexel gives away their power play opportunity. They win the faceoff here. Going to have open ice for the next 2 minutes, though. LaCourte sends it across. One-timer, blockered wide there by Wick. Nathan Runk gets the stick on the puck. They can't clear it. A broken stick here, saved by Wick. Walt Kuiper goes back to the bench to grab a new blade. Cameron Neely, good work. Here's Runk with the puck. He tries to skate through. Nice defense there by LaCourte, and the puck comes back behind the net. Hammerquist was a little lazy getting back into the net, but really no issue there. Now that shot blockered again wide by Wick off the stick of Ryan Vogt. Vogt is back behind the net, poked away from behind from him by Nicholas Urbani, and he pulls it up the ice. Urbani will carry it out of the zone and across the red line. Into the offensive zone, but poked away from him there. Nice play, and now it comes on to Andrew DeAngelis' stick and sent away by Drexel. Hoisted back in. Wonderful move that time there by Wyeth. Cool to evade one opportunist from William Patterson University. Now strong skating here by Thomas Bauer. Bauer skips it across to the opposite point. Shot deflected wide. Wick didn't know where it went. He got the piece of it, but he stood in place as a statue until he realized where that puck was. Walt Kuiper. He broke his stick about a minute ago. That shot in front and saved, that time covered by Jeremy Wick. 14 seconds left on the penalty to Bradley Crane. My apologies, Jamie Crane. And 2:01 on the 5-minute major for Eamon McMillian. There's a look at Jeremy Wick. He's been perfect here tonight. He's faced 11 shots. Faceoff is controlled by Drexel. They'll clear it out of the zone. Church-Vara will now spin it back. Good pass up the ice. Christopher Hagan. Church-Vara brings it through his legs, can't do the rest. And now it is 5-on-4 for the next 100 seconds. Gianluca Travia, great to see him back on the ice for the Drexel Dragons. Although a giveaway in front and an easy penalty call. Tripping right back to the box, Jamie Crane. He took down Sean LaCourte on the play. Something he needed to do, though, a true goal-scoring opportunity for LaCourte, if not for the trip. So Drexel had the benefit of a 5-minute major. They do absolutely nothing with it. 2 minors in the process, and they really spend no more than about 20 seconds on the man advantage. 4-on-4 for the next minute 28. Church-Vara spins with 16:05 to play here in the second period. Church-Vara brings it in all the way himself. Will chase to the back wall. Church-Vara sends it for Schickling. He's patient. Cross-ice pass. Travia shot. Saved there by Hammerquist. He lifted it high. It was slotted for upper 90. Wonderful save there by Jeremy Hammerquist. You give this kid a lot of credit, Gianluca Travia. He was absolutely crushed into the sideboard. Able to get up, back a shift later, and unleashes a wicked wrister. Hammerquist up to task. A minute left on this 4-on-4. It will be William Patterson to first get the 5th man on the ice by about 30 seconds. Travia spins it aside, gives it away in a bad spot. Jeremy Wick with the catching glove bails him out. William Patterson last weekend swept a home-and-home series with the Villanova University Wildcats hockey team. Another ECHA program. Shot and up into the netting off the stick of Wick there. He got the stick out first and sent it wide and high. We were talking to some of the folks at William Patterson University before the game. This is an entirely different team than last year. We were told they lost 17 players from the team, all that made contributions last season. And then they schedule teams like Stony Brook, Rhode Island, and NYU in the non-league. Coach is sadistic in many ways, but I say that jokingly. Now an opportunity for Drexel. That one just wide off the stick of Gianluca Travia. But this tough schedule has prepared this William Patterson team for the gauntlet that is ECHA play. Wick up the task there, and we go end to end. William Patterson about to get their fifth guy onto the ice, and now they do as they were getting a change there. Stoppage comes on the ice here in the area of too many men. Felt like there were a ton of guys on the ice at one time, and the referees will have that discussion right now. Referee's going to come over and have a discussion. Looks like it might be too many men for William Patterson. They're going to pull the captain off the bench here. And it'll be Andrew DeAngelis to serve the penalty. Too many men on the ice for William Patterson. Unforced error that time from the Pioneers. Kyle Weller wins the faceoff, but it comes all the way out of the zone. More than 25 minutes in, we remain scoreless. 4-on-4 here for the next 16 seconds. Opportunity here. 3-on-1. Shot blockered wide by Wick. That one was slotted for net, but Wick with a huge save. Sent across again. Another shot. That one blocked off the stick of Thomas Bauer. And now it is 5-on-4 for the Drexel Dragons. Bauer, here's an opportunity, in alone on net. That pass had too much heat. Intended for Ryan Vogt. Boy, just a little bit more feather, and you got Ryan Vogt with a wide open, just one-on-none opportunity. Now Drexel looking to answer, and they throw it away. Just too far beyond the outstretched stick of Mike Church-Vera. And Drexel's gotten absolutely nothing going so far tonight on the power play. Nicholas Urbani trying to change that, comes right in on net. He'll spin it back for Christopher Hagan, a huge week last week. Church-Vera, shot in front. Nicholas Urbani was a rolling puck, so he couldn't get a stick on it. Now a foot race for it. Todd Unger. Unger from an off angle. Well done by Wick. 27 seconds left on the man advantage. Cross ice pass. Well done there by Hagan to keep that on his stick. A shot comes on an off angle. Nice save. Wyeth Cool able to keep that in. Jamie Crane. Skip pass comes for Urbani. Urbani's shot comes right in front. Nobody there. Boy, oh boy, somehow a save made on a rolling puck, and William Patterson's going to force that out of the zone, and Drexel again comes up empty on the power play. It was a great tip in front. There was an opportunity there, and now another opportunity. Stick on the ground, well done by the Drexel Dragons. That was Bradley Crane, number 3. Could have been a huge opportunity. A wide open net if that puck gets across to the ice to the other circle. Bradley Crane stymies the threat. Now Jeremy Wick has to come out to get it, and he'll cover it up. 12:08 to play. Catch your breath here, folks. We got ourselves a good hockey game. These guys are skating, man. There is some open ice out there today, creating offensive chances. But there's been desperation blocks and stops from the defense. There's been great saves at times by the goaltenders. This is quality hockey here. That puck goes to the back boards off the shot, high and wide. Pulled away that time by Patrick McGinley, and back for Jamie Crane. Crane feeds it up. The backhanded pass will get to Patrick McGinley. He stops on a dime. Here's Fiore with it. Fiore off for McGinley, and Drexel's going to have an opportunity to wind it back. Corkery keeps that in. Cameron Neely back behind the net. Now Andrew DeAngelis sends it into the neutral zone, and Church Vara is there for the Dragons in gold. Church Vara, great stick work. Drexel's going to get this puck into the zone. DiCarlo, shot from an off angle, goes wide. Now Church Vara gives it away. Nathan Runk keeps it in the zone, but only for the time being. Fight for possession in the neutral zone, and it comes onto the stick of Drexel. DiCarlo, some nice moves. That one popped high and goes into the penalty box. No twine yet tonight. Both teams looking for that elusive first goal. Boy, Drexel was out of sorts there. They didn't have a defenseman back. William Patterson couldn't feed the puck up. LaCourte shot, sticked wide there by Wick. Through a little bit of traffic. Now sent across, and Wick again, well done with the stick work. This is Josh Sklar with the puck up for Nathan Runk. Chris DiCarlo, they're going to wave off icing as he fights for it. Sent back for Sklar, nobody there. Turning on it now, Tom Holochuk. Holochuk sends it up for Jacob Smith. Smith shot right into the catching glove of Wick, puts it down and thinks about it again. Even at 14 shots apiece. Ten minutes, 14 seconds left in the second period. Faceoff's going to be controlled here by William Patterson. Cross ice pass off a board. Schickling's shot comes right on net. Hammerquist was there. Flicked up the boards, but not out. And now it finally is. Matesic and LaCourte, a combo effort to clear that from the zone for William Patterson University. Now the Dragons up the ice. Good move there by Urbani. Puck comes off his edge, though. Kept in right at the blue line. Nice play there by James Schickling. And this will allow Drexel to get a half change. And now they keep it in the zone. Weller, shot, save, trouble with the rebound there from Hammerquist. Boy, if you're going to have trouble with it, though, that going below the goal line isn't a bad thing. Right in front. Puck is still loose, and Hammerquist is on it. Drexel just attacking the net here in the middle stages of the second period. Trying to get that dirty goal, trying to get something by Jeremy Hammerquist. Dylan Hart, the captain, against Andrew DeAngelis in the face-off circle. Christopher Hagan wraps it around. Corkery with the pinch. Corkery gave up his position. Drexel keeps it in only for a time being. And now William Patterson turns on it. Ryan Vogt tried to send that up the ice. Drexel's going to come up with possession. Corkery will send that right on net. And Hammerquist will cover up. with 8:39 to play here in the second period. Bob Long on play-by-play. Mike Crisafulli is my distinguished cameraman, my partner all season long. He's been doing a tremendous job bringing you the action all season long. Opportunity here on the giveaway. DeAngelis feeds it up the ice. Bauer shot, saved. Rebound came in front. Now another follow right in front, and it scoots just wide of the post. And now a giveaway by William Patterson. Vogt has the puck on his stick, chased by Patrick McGinley of Drexel. Kyle Fiore's going to come right off the bench and take that puck. Cameron Neely looked for Fiore a little bit too strong. Eamon McMillian feeding up for DeAngelis. DeAngelis gets to the puck first, but can't maintain possession. Fiore rings it around the back. Pinching now number 9, Braden Floan. Drexel looking to clear here. Fiore couldn't. Now they do. And they're going to give him an icing on this one. I wouldn't say that Braden Floan gave his utmost effort to pull that puck down as that skated flew right by him. But nonetheless, icing granted. Scott Huber takes the face-off and wins it for William Patterson. Nicholas King along the side boards. Back to the point. Shot goes just wide. Might have caught the pad of Jeremy Wick. That one stays in the zone. Well done. One hop to Jeremy Wick. He'll cover up. That's Walt Kuiper, number 10, who got down on 2 knees, able to keep that in the zone and flick one on net. Well, we saw 9-5 and 5-4 games here last week as Drexel played John Carroll in a 2-game set. Don't see that tonight, at least not from what we've seen yet. Goalies have been tremendous. Defenses have been up to task. Huber pulled it back. Long pass. And Wick's going to have to get out there. Well done. Still possession here for William Patterson. Nice stick in there by the captain, Dylan Hart. That was necessary. Had a guy wide open at the back post. That's also been the story of tonight. It's not like there hasn't been open ice. It's not like there haven't been opportunities. But key sticks in the passing lane at the right time have kept this game scoreless. We're now more than 33 minutes into this hockey game, scoreless. No twine to be found yet tonight. Now a long pass. Will get to Jamie Crane onside. What possession there by Crane. Long shot, blocked. To the back post. Weller, shot, saved. Still loose. Weller tries to get it back. They can't clear it yet. Schickling, he'll try again. Blocker save wide. Jeremy Hammerquist, his 2 biggest saves of the night. Now an opportunity the other way. Shot goes wide. It might have been going wide the whole way, but stick there by Wick. Long shot blocked in front again. Has a man in front, and Schickling with a stick in there to keep it off the stick of Hunter Ledwith. Now Schickling comes back the other way. Onto his forehand, can't get the shot off. And comes to an off angle, fires it into the side netting. Boy, there is some open ice right now. Back and forth we go. Still nothing on either side. Wyeth Cool has the puck on his stick for the Drexel Dragons, gives it away. A little stick lift does just enough to prevent a breakaway. On the stick of Tom Holochuk. Holochuk back for Tiger Weber. Long shot never got to Wick. Off the stick of Nick King. That was a big-time block in front, putting their bodies in the way, the Drexel Dragons here tonight. Kyle Weller back behind the net. Dragons now really desperate to clear. They still can't. Sent right across. Shot! Wick is there! Oh, baby Jeremy Wick standing up and keeping this one scoreless. Big number 35, Jeremy Wick. He was looking behind him at one point, but he got just enough of a piece of it as that one looked to beat him right side, but he got that pad in the way just in time. Now the Dragons get that all too necessary clear. They're going to maintain this in the zone. Here's Eugene Lim, sent right in front. They can't get the shot on from Hagen as the puck came onto his backhand. 3-on-3. Hart, nice play there. Here's Hagen. Lim joining the fight. 2-on-1. Ooh, man, it was right there for Lim. Now another opportunity in front. Hart can't get the stop. This should be an icing. No, they're going to wave this one off. Patience there that time from Christopher Hagen to the final moment, but the pass was on the backhand of Eugene Lim. That was the difference. Drexel's going to pull the puck back up the ice now. They give away possession. Well done there by DiNincenzo. DiNincenzo can't get that past the block of Crane. And now more open ice. Drexel brings it across. Nice block there by DiNincenzo. And now William Patterson. They don't have numbers. Pulling it up, Michael King. King, that pass is blocked. He was trying to hit a skating McMillian to the back post, and McMillian knocks the post off the moorings. 3 minutes left in this second period. Nothing here from the class of 1923 arena. An ECHA battle between the Drexel Dragons and the William Patterson Pioneers. Well, we're not going to get Drexel hockey for over a month after this, so they certainly wanted to entertain you in the last one, and they have done just that. What a hockey game so far. That one's not going to get out of the zone. Quick shot. They tried to deflect it. Wick has to get back to the post. Now a shot through traffic. Wick didn't even get to him, actually. A great block in there by Michael Corkery. A broken piece of lumber on the ice. Jamie Crane couldn't quite get it into the zone. It's filtered back, and now it's a foot race. Tyler Steimel, Michael Corkery. Steimel's there first. Pulled back here by Todd Unger. Shot by Bauer. Puck is loose. They can't get the shot on net after the rebound. 2:03 left. William Patterson probing here. Back behind the Drexel net. To the point. Walter Kuiper, that shot into the catching glove of Jeremy Wick. How'd he see it through all that traffic? "17 shots for the home Drexel Dragons. That shot from William Patterson tallied their 18th. But 0-0 and the big red numbers on the scoreboard. And nothing in between the red pipes so far. Dylan Hart's going to control this faceoff. Here comes the rush. Christopher Hagen scored 3 times last Saturday night. Or I should say Friday night, where Christopher Hagen scored those 3 goals. 4 times overall last week. Eugene Lim, long pass comes onto the stick of Hagen. Hart couldn't come up with the catch. Filtered in there by Sean LaCourte. And LaCourte will go to the bench as the forecheck continues here for William Patterson. 70 seconds left in this period. Long cross-ice pass. Lim comes up with it. Lim brings it across, and that pass a little bit too far for Hart to handle. Off-angle shot goes off the side of the net from Christopher Hagan, and that pops up and into the netting and out of play. Under a minute to play here in the second period. We are as we started. Bob Long, play-by-play. Mike Crisafulli, camera. Drexel Hockey Network, your outlet for Drexel Hockey all year long. Be sure to follow them at Drexel Hockey. Shot was sticked wide there by the goaltender Hammerquest. Sklar, McGinley, both in there. Neither could get a shot on net. Now it's flipped forward there by Nick King and chased after by Michael King, his twin brother. Josh Sklar comes up with it for the Drexel Dragons. Carrying it now, Nicholas Urbani. Urbani lost that puck. Here comes William Patterson the other way. Nice moves here. It becomes a 3-on-1. Goal! Nicholas King. Start to finish, absolutely spectacular. Pokes it away from Nicholas Urbani, flips it up the side boards, beats everybody into the offensive zone, and then a wicked wrister beats Jeremy Wick glove side. It's 1-0 William Patterson. So we went 39 minutes, 42 seconds without a goal. And in the dying embers of the second period, it's Nick King and William Patterson on the board first. 8 seconds left. William Patterson looking to just clear it. They get it into the neutral zone. Travia one more long shot. Saved there, and that's it. 40 minutes in the books. William Patterson with some momentum going to the dressing room, leading 1-0 after the late goal by Nick King. Good one here from Class of 23 Arena. The intermission report coming up next on DHN. More interviews with the Drexel hockey players. And as folks that have been watching this Drexel stream all year will be used to by now, an interview with one of our favorites. The one, the only, Lou Nolan from the 2018 Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame Awards. We'll be right back here on the Drexel Hockey Network. William Patterson a lead on the road, 1-0 after 40. Back on the Drexel Hockey Network with Chris Hagan, the junior forward for the Drexel Dragons. And I talked with John just a few minutes ago about this. You know, everybody else is just moving into their dorms right now. You guys are full speed on ice, scrimmaging, and really fighting for spots. What was it like out there today?
Yeah, it's great to see all these new faces, incoming freshmen. They're all solid players. Yeah, just being on campus and stuff, being back on the ice with everyone. Yeah, we're excited for the season to start.
What was last year like for you guys? I know that you have very high expectations last year, but walk us through how last year went and how that transitions to this year.
Yeah, winning our league is always on our top goal list of the season. So it was awesome to win our league and then obviously go to nationals in Columbus. And then next year it's in Columbus or Dallas. So we're really excited for that.
Chris, where did you go to high school and how did you make your way to Drexel?
I went to North Fremont Herman, which is a prep school in Massachusetts. I heard about Drexel, the co-op system, and I heard they had a hockey team as well. I followed up with Zoldi and got a tryout and made the team. So.
That's great. Now, how would you characterize Coach Zoldi's style of coaching? It seems like he runs a really tight ship out there, but also gives you guys the freedom to, be yourselves on the ice. I'm impressed by what I've seen from Coach Zoldi so far, but how would you describe it coming from the bench?
Yeah, he's always up tempo. He has a lot of sayings of be humble but play hard. And the one thing I love about Zoli is he lets you play your game, and he's a great coach.
Who's your squad in the NHL?
Squad? New York Islanders.
New York Islanders, okay. So how's that been, one, going up to Boston for prep school and then coming down to another hockey town in Philadelphia, neither of which are necessarily too fond of the Islanders?
Yeah, dealing with all the Bruin fans up there, it's a huge difference from down here, but I've come comfortable with everyone around here.
So you've been here for a couple years. I asked Gianluca this question.
Yeah.
What was the funniest thing anybody did last year, whether that was in the dorms or on the road trip? Take us inside the locker room a little bit.
Yeah, so we have the talent show obviously is always a good time, but on the road trips, especially the long road trips, we have the freshmen sing on the bus their favorite song with headphones on, so they're just singing to the song on the bus without them actually listening and all that stuff. So it's a fun time.
That's tremendous. Looking forward to hearing more stories like that. And Chris, appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good luck this season.
Thank you so much.
You got it. That's Chris Hagan from the Drexel Dragons here on the Drexel Hockey Network. We're back here at the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and we're with former inductee Lou Nolan, who was on with us last year. We're really excited to have you back, and nice to see you here.
Well, you know, it's a great event. I'm glad to be here, and I'm more honored that I was inducted, and it's great to see friends here that are making that journey the same way, notably Reggie Leach.
Yeah. Absolutely. A tremendous player, as you well know, back in the 1975 Stanley Cup teams, and part of that unbelievable line back in the 70s that really just took other teams' lunch money.
I think there were 141 goals from that line. I remember that number because they threw out, it broke some record or something, I don't know, and they threw out these dollar bills, orange dollar bills, and they fluttered down. Nothing reached the ice, but I got a couple of those home. But, I mean, I've seen Reggie score 5 in a game. It's pretty good.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really unbelievable. Yeah. And so if you compare a line like that, a team like that, to some of the other great teams that the Flyers have had, of course they won a Stanley Cup, so that is right there at the top. But what did they bring that makes such a good hockey team and kind of led people to believe and led people to understand what the Flyers' identity was?
Well, you know, when you win the title like that and win the cup, you basically are in everybody's heart forever, and it's very difficult. You know, with Billy Barber and Clarkie and Reggie together, Reggie could really shoot, and so could Billy Barber, and Clarkie could set them up and then pick up the garbage that bounced off goalies because the goalies couldn't control the puck. So they popped in a large number of goals. Later on, with Tim Kerr playing and Dave Poulin playing, guys like that, there were people that were almost equal, but not quite equal. And you could be in Game 7 and against Edmonton and not make it, and it's a world of difference from making it and having what it takes to win that cup.
Really is. You're absolutely right. And against some of the tremendous teams back there in the 1970s, notably they beat the Buffalo Sabres to win the Stanley Cup in 1974 and 1975. How has the game changed in your mind since that time to some of the great players and teams that you see today?
Well, that's a softball question. Speed. The teams that back in those years wouldn't come up the ice with the same speed as they do now across the league. A little more of a snake-like entry into zones. Our guys don't do a lot of that. When they do that, they're offside. Because somebody always wants to go straight at it. But these guys, they're drilled differently. They drill the same thing over and over and over until it becomes part of what they have in their brains as far as how they perform. And just speed is the main thing. And talent, I think these guys nowadays keep themselves in better shape. I think they are measured in every single thing that they could possibly be measured in. We have analytics now in the league. 2 or 3 people with the Flyers do analytics. So everybody knows in management what can be done and how somebody's performing.
All right, so I'll try for not 2 softball questions in a row, Lou. I would hate to do that. So let's talk about the junior ranks, and let's talk about USA Hockey and where the future is for USA Hockey in terms of producing prospects. Of course, when we talk about the Olympics, we're not going to be talking about NHL players any longer. So the junior game, the next wave of USA talent, how do you see that?
Well, because there's so much emphasis put on national teams nowadays, and they'll train 50, 60 guys at camp and pull them from different places. I think it's good. I think we're going to be good going forward. Junior hockey and the ages leading up to junior hockey, 16, under 16, under 17s, under 18s, they're better than they ever been. And I think that the future's really strong. Good leadership, good teams, a lot of American players.
And speaking of the juniors, obviously the college game has just exploded in terms of amateurs that are trying to make that next step. You see a team just in this state like Penn State make the jump up to NCAA Division I and the success that they've had. The college game, how do you feel that the college game is being represented both from a media perspective and in terms of the talent that you see then filtering upward?
Well, I think more than ever you have the ability to tune into a college game just about any night you wish to do so because of the proliferation of cable and digital television. And so you can watch people. Now, they're being scouted all the time for talent, just like the juniors are and just like the other professional ranks are. So I think that the college game itself is so exciting. I mean, those guys go out and they run through the end of the boards and nail somebody. I mean, it's it's terrific and nonstop, and they produce some pretty good players, and that's evident by the individuals that have come into the NHL. But I mean, talk about Gostisbehere, right? He was his team won the Frozen Four, and they won 7-4. He was +7, so. I mean, it's ridiculous, and he's played well with us. I think that some of the talent has caught up to him. He's got that little move back again that he had in his first couple of years, and then last year lost a little bit of. It's confidence, He's a good player, and I think that things ahead for our Flyers team are strong.
So why and what in particular gives you that indication? Obviously, a great organization that year after year is trying to put a good team on the ice. And I got to ask you, as you're wearing the beautiful orange tie this evening, what you see out of the Flyers this year. And, of course, there's some great prospects in the pipe, most specifically a guy that'll be in between the pipes.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Carter Hart, who is down in Allentown now, and will probably play a majority of the games there. And he's got a lot to learn. It's just like anybody that comes out of junior, no matter what level you play on. You play national and junior, you're still playing against other junior players. You start playing against men who have a better shot, who will not, will do what they need to do to win a game, including running goalies. So it's a little different there. But he'll go to school there, and Ron Hextall will be very patient with him. And if we hold up okay up here, I think that he'll get his chance to learn, adjust to the shot, adjust to the speed of the game, which is accelerated in both ways. And I think we'll see him here, but I got a funny feeling we won't see him this year.
Yeah, interesting. I know that's the question. There's a lot of fans out there calling for him now, but perhaps the best thing for his development.
Yeah, his numbers aren't great. And I think that is part of the challenge for him to face. How do I make my numbers better? Now, think of the pressure on people here. If he was 5-0 with a 161 goals against average and a 933 save percentage, it's not like that. If it was, there'd be pressure to bring him up every time a goalie has a bad game. but it's not like that. And they, I think they're going to have time with him there, and I think he really needs the time. So Allentown's a nice place.
Yes, it is. Not too bad. Billy Joel once wrote a song about it.
Yes, he did.
Well, before I let you go, I got to give a shout-out on behalf of the Drexel University hockey program. I've been calling their games this year, going to be doing every home game for them, and I know that all those guys and everybody that's associated with hockey in Philadelphia, big fans of yours. I can say the same for myself. Appreciate you coming on and being a part of this.
Well, I'm flattered. Thank you. You know, as I said here when I was inducted, I'm just a kid from Southwest Philly who loved hockey when lots of guys played basketball, and I never believed the ball was coming back to my hand when I dribbled. So instead it was hockey. But thanks for having me on. I appreciate the chance.
It's been a pleasure. Welcome back, folks. Been a good one here from Class of 23 Arena. Begin the third period, 1-0. William Patterson University, they come right down the ice. Save made there by Wick on the blocker side. And that was a big one. They were moving when there was a lot of snow out there. Now a fresh sheet of ice right in front. Wick's out of position, and they're fortunate to get it out of there. Not out of the zone, but my goodness, right out of the line of fire. And now a penalty coming up at the next touch. Drexel gets the touch. And a hook. Called against the guy with the A on his chest, Mike Churchvara. Looks like they also had Patrick McGinley in there, so McGinley is the one that they nab as the culprit there. 2-minute minor against Patrick McGinley for the hook with 19 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third period. Drexel already trailing by the 1 goal. Wyeth Cool spins and fires it all the way down to the goal line. And now give away right off the post. James Schickling, what a play there, heady and instinctual. Just couldn't get it to go. Back to the point, but not out. Now a decent pass in there, but that eludes the stick. Scott Huber is back there, as is John DiNocenzo. But it's Wyeth Cool once again whipping it all the way down the ice. Now here comes William Patterson building again. They have the man advantage for another minute 5. Bradley Crane had it on his stick and now once again cleared down by Drexel. So it's been picture perfect on the penalty kill in this particular power play for Drexel. This is Sean LaCourte bringing it all the way down. Defended by both Eugene Lim and Mike Churchvara, and it's off the stick of Lim and out of play. Because it went off Lim's stick, it'll stay right here at the far circle. 17 minutes, 56 seconds left. The last time Drexel was here, they had a 3-0 lead after 2 periods. John Carroll University scored the first 4 goals, or I should say first 3 goals of that third period. Drexel took a lead. And there's a goal! It bled through. And it's 2-0. Power play goal for William Patterson. That one, Wick's going to want it back. Sean LaCourte scores just his 2nd goal of the year. 17th point. And that's a huge one with 17:51 left. Gives William Patterson a 2-goal lead. Just a simple shot from the point, maybe a little bit of traffic in front. And it led by Jeremy Wick, didn't even get to the back of the net. So the point there, Drexel, last time they were in this building after 40 minutes, led 3-0. Then they lost that game 5-4 in overtime. So being outscored 7-1 in their last 3+ periods of action here at home. Still plenty of time to change that narrative. But it's going to be tough against Jeremy Hammerquist, who's been tremendous in net for William Patterson. Church-Vara gives the puck away. Brought out now behind the net again. Jamie Crane with him every step of the way. Long shot goes wide there. Christopher Hagan pulls it up onto the stick of Eugene Lim. He pulls it across the blue line. Long shot goes high and wide. Full change here for Drexel. 16:51 to play. Lim brings the puck on his stick. Lim has it taken away, brings it back. That puck come right on net and was sent wide and up into the netting by Hammerquist. A big, strong line on the ice right now. Kyle Weller, James Schickling, and Jamie Crane. Jamie Crane comes up with it. That long pass is wonderful. Onto the stick of Kyle Weller. Weller with speed comes back behind the net, right in front, and Crane can't get the shot off. Puck was a little bit in front of him. Todd Unger. Unger whips it on Wick. Turned aside there, and Schickling comes back with it, but taken off his stick and sent back around the boards by Hunter Ledwith. Schickling, patience. Long cross-ice pass. Corralled there, but a great stick lift by William Patterson and number 9, Braden Floan. Now Nicholas Urbani. That pass is behind the intended recipient. LaCourte onto his backhand, brings it in front, and deflected away. Now another long shot deflected and goes just wide of net. Pumped behind by Michael King, and Drexel's going to come up with it. Kyle Weller. Jamie Crane is in there. And William Patterson University, dressed in the black and orange here in Philadelphia, sends it back behind the net, gets a full change. 15 minutes, 12 seconds left in this one. They scored right at the end, and there's going to be an easy tripping call right in front of the referee. Church-Vara continues to bring it up. Delayed penalty in front, and it's touched up there by William Patterson with 14:59 to play. Big opportunity for Drexel here. William Patterson scored in the first 2 minutes of the third period, the final 18 seconds of the second period. That's been it tonight, and that's your difference. So they replace Jamie Crane with Patrick McGinley. The rest of the line remains out there. 4 forwards out there and an attack-minded defenseman, Mike Church-Vara. Drexel needs a goal. Lim follows the puck up into the zone. Shot, goal! Eugene Lim beats him short side on the blocker side. And they've cut it to 1. 18 seconds, all that elapses on that power play. And Eugene Lim says, Drexel's not going anywhere. 14:41 to play. We got ourselves a whole new hockey game. Same type of goal as we saw from Nick King on the William Patterson side. Has to escape the puck from a defender. Saved there by Jeremy Wick. Carries it all the way down to the zone. At that very same circle, releases the shot. That time he beat Hammerquist on the blocker side versus Wick, who got beat on the glove side. Lim a lefty, King a righty, but very, very similar build-ups and goal scores that time, as Lim scores an absolutely essential one on the power play for Drexel. Now a long pass is intercepted in a bad spot. Wick, goal! Got the first save, but the rebound was on the doorstep, and it's Thomas Bauer, number 14, getting the goal right back seconds later. And that one just was not a great decision there by Mike Churchvara. Flipped the puck up, and it was caught by Ryan Vogt before it exited the zone. Drexel was skating up the ice, put Vogt in a spot right in the slot where really there was nobody in front of him. Shoots it low and hard to the outside of the net. Jeremy Wick has nothing he can do but put the pad down as Fiore takes that shot. And then it was Thomas Bauer right on the backside of the net. Patrick McGinley with a toe drag. He's going to get it right back, but they give it away. 13:23 to play now, 3-1, William Patterson. William Patterson under 500 for the year, but they scheduled a tremendous out-of-conference schedule. Urbani's shot goes just wide. And they're 6-2, 0-1 in the ECHA. Their first year in the ECHA. They are right in the thick of things and look to take down Drexel tonight, who to this point only have the one loss to Westchester in ECHA play. Wyeth Cool pumps it back for James Schickling. Schickling off the boards, pumped right back in, and here come William Patterson into the slot. Shot blocked there. Schickling is on it. Bradley Crane comes up to the puck and loses it. Tyler Steimel, wraparound shot, saved. Now it's Jamie Crane, a long pass. He eludes the stick of Weller. He comes onto it and can't win that race. He's got to touch up. Corkery pumps it in. And Jamie Crane in to get it. Brett Connon. Turned up the ice now by William Patterson. Spinning on it now, Eamon McMillian, dressed in the black. From left to right, William Patterson. Sent right across, not on net. Pulled back now by Michael King. King taking off the puck well. Christopher Hagan with it for the Dragons. He will flip it high, and that will come all the way on net, so no icing and has to be covered up. 11:32 to play. Drexel trails 3-1 here at home. Hart wins the faceoff forward. This is Gianluca Travi at center ice. Travia flips it back. Mike Churchvara on the carry. Churchvara comes into the zone. Sends it across. Lim, that shot a little bit high off the backhand. Hart sent right back in front onto the backhand of Hagan. And a couple of those passes just haven't been crisp enough. Nice move there. Bauer comes onto it. He's already scored once and whips it right across the front of the net. Churchvara, nice pass onto the tape of Dylan Hart. Hart with patience. Flips it for Lim, and nice sprawling job by Sean LaCourte. Back in front, goal, Drexel! Tic-tac-toe. Eugene Lim, Dylan Hart. Finally to Kyle Fiore, one-timer at the back door. 3-2. They've cut it to 1. Look at Fiore, he is fired up. The little guy finds a little nick. and puts it home. It wasn't like Hammerlick was late getting over there. It was just tic-tac-toe. Not much you can do. You had to defend against the Hart shot from right in front. Tremendous play by Hart to realize that Fiore was right there. And just like that, it is down to 1 again. And this open ice is finally resulting in some goals. Here's Patrick McGinley. Fiore back behind the net. Fiore doesn't get a lot on that one, but the shot right on, and Hammerquist swallows it in his gullet. Jeremy Hammerquist looking for his 4th win of the year. He's 3-5 overall, 1 shootout loss, 3.92 goals against average, and a .905 save percentage. Back to the point, but not out. Cool. He'll get it back. Long shot blocked again. Backhanded up by Scott Huber. It'll come all the way back towards Wick. And Wyeth Cool comes up with it. Cool carries the puck. Will get it out of the zone and flips it behind Patrick McGinley. Turning on it now, James Hunt, the defenseman for William Patterson. And this will be an icing with 9:51 to play in the 3rd. You get the sense that these players know how important this hockey game is. Important for ECHA standings, important for postseason tournament hopes. And Drexel is back to just 1 goal down. The difference in many ways being that goal scored by Nick King with 18 seconds left in the 2nd period. Goal scorers for the Dragons, Eugene Lim and Kyle Fiore. James Schickling comes up the ice. Drexel has 4 guys moving up there. Schickling, a big hit. Bradley Crane moved all the way up and pinched, but is cleared out of the zone. Crane's going to get it back and carried in here by James Schickling. Poked off his stick. Crane keeps it in. Well done by Bradley Crane. Now Jamie Crane. It comes back in front, and it's sent behind the outstretched stick of Kyle Weller. Covered up there by Hammerquist, and with 8:35 to play, Drexel starting to get that sustained possession in the offensive zone. Looking to create looks. Fire the puck on net. Make Hammerquist make saves in timely situations. Go get the dirty goal. It's got to be the mantra here for the Dragons. There's Lim doing just that, firing it on net from an off angle. Churchvara overran the puck. It is kept in, and here comes Drexel. They got some numbers right in front. Goal! Dylan Hart! Eugene Lim provides the decoy. He's right on the back door. So Hammerquist gives up some of the net on the inside, on his glove side, and Hart says, thank you very much. We are all tied at 3 with 8:18 left. The levees are breaking, folks. It was 1-0 after 40 minutes. Now it's 3-3, and this open ice is translating to goals. Kept in by Patrick McGinley, whipped around the back. Now William Patterson's turn. They're looking to add to their lead, or get back into the lead, I should say. Long shot, goal! Deflected in front, just like that. 4-3, William Patterson. A long shot from the point. It looked like Tiger Weber, number 21. Long shot was deflected in front, came off the stick of Andrew DeAngelis right at the point, and Weber came up with it. 4-3. Drexel behind the 8 ball again. They're going to need another answer. Now more open ice. Onto the backhand. Shot goes wide. It was deflected by Urbani. Tyler Steinmel lost it off his stick. Here come the Dragons the other way. Great job to stand up right at the blue line by Brett Connon. Dished behind by Scott Huber. Everybody goes to the bench except for Huber, and he elicits a turnover. Nobody there at the point, though. Controlled by Wyeth Cool. Number 2, Cool flips it around the backside, and Drexel will be content to get a change. The top line back out on the ice. These guys are going to get short, quick, but as many shifts as they can down the stretch. Church-Vara on there, along with Bradley Crane on defense. Then the big 3, Christopher Hagan, Eugene Lim, and Dylan Hart. Long pass comes onto the stick of Christopher Hagan. Hagan's shot blocked. Lim goes high with that big power. And now Lim brings it back. Church-Vara, wrister, deflected up into the backboards. Hart thought his stick was being held. Lim comes up with it. Turned back up ice now by William Patterson in the black. Long shot comes into the catching glove of Wick, and he lets that go. Walt Kuiper, who let that go, will quickly go to the bench. Now a long pass just to nobody in particular, just into the neutral zone, and they elicit a quick turnover. Long pass comes right behind Bradley Crane, but he's onto it now. Flips it ahead. Eugene Lim back behind the net. A couple of changes here for the Dragons. Kyle Fiore got a stick on it. Now a full head of steam. Opportunity for Vogt. Bauer is in there as well, and Nicholas Urbani comes up with it. Patrick McGinley couldn't control it on first touch. Urbani has it now. Nifty there with the stick. Urbani drops it off. Has Neely. Neely back in front. It's popped up and remains in the ice. Now an opportunity for Andrew DeAngelis. 1-on-3. Pulls it to his backhand, and Gianluca Travia there with him every step of the way. 5 minutes, 5 seconds left. McGinley comes up with the puck after DeAngelis went down. That long puck right onto the tape of Kyle Fiore. A quick shift as he pumps it back behind the net. Cameron Neely, Badgers William Patterson University back there. And now it comes on the stick of Weller. Off the helmet, it's still loose. Weller sends it in front. Puck is still loose behind the net. He doesn't even have his goalie stick, and it's flipped high. This may come up short of icing. They wave it off. Gianluca Travia carries it the whole way himself. Jacob Smith sends it around. Shot right in front, and Schickling was there. Jamie Crane backhands it into the neutral zone. Drexel trying to get possession here. We're now at 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left in this third period. They trail by 1 at home to William Patterson University. The Pioneers of William Patterson led 2-0. Drexel scored, then William Patterson scored. Drexel able to score twice and tie it. And just seconds later, William Patterson took the lead back once again. Drexel in the golds here. Schickling with the puck. He lost it as he went into the zone, but he's able to keep it in. Drexel on an important forecheck here. William Patterson sends it down. This will do the job for Drexel, however. Dylan Hart back there first, and that's an icing with 3 minutes, 23 seconds left in this one. gut check time here for Drexel. And for William Patterson, for that matter. It's where the legs get a little heavy, the shifts get shorter. And the opportunities, they are all the more fleeting. Shot was deflected well wide. Lim comes back, pumps it back to the point. Christopher Hagan gets it back behind the net. Hagan with patience. Finds Nicholas Urbani. Bradley Crane blocked well there. Wonderful play by Hunter Ledwith. And it comes back the other way. It's 2-on-1. What a play by Nicholas Urbani. Kept in the zone. A wonderful stick lift prevented a sure goal scoring opportunity from Tyler Steimel. Now shot didn't have a lot on it. Back to the point, Urbani. Good look for Hart. Hart, Churchvera. Just wide. Nice save there by the goaltender, Hammerquist. Drexel taking chances right now. And it's pumped out. .222 left, 4-3 as we have a stoppage here on the ice. Drexel still has their timeout remaining. 2:22, you start to ask when Jeremy Wick might come to the bench. He remains in net for the time being. Drexel wins the faceoff. Off-angle shot right back into the glove of Hammerquist. Will do it again at the same circle. Only thing for Drexel to do right now is find ways to get pucks on net. Win faceoffs, get pucks on net. This one won by William Patterson. Excellent job by Ryan Vogt. Kept in, though, by Drexel. And maintained at the point. Slapper off the blocker of Hammerquist. Jamie Crane comes up with it. Glides into the circle. Shot goes right on net again, and Hammerquist gobbles it up. Right into the middle of the sweater. Under 2 minutes left. Jeremy Wick remains in net. A face-off win here, and he may head to the bench. They don't get that face-off win, and that one is deflected out of play. They're going to move it outside the zone because of that deflection. Jeremy Wick will now almost certainly remain in net with that in mind. A reminder of the stakes. ECHA, two of the top 4 teams in the league right now. William Patterson, a game back in the loss column to Drexel, who's even with the leaders at just 1 loss in the loss column. Didn't get much on that one. Flipped high and out of the zone. Tiger Weber was on it, but couldn't maintain or couldn't really establish possession. Now Drexel's going to get possession here. Jeremy Wick moving up as that shot goes high. Now he races to the bench. Wick onto the bench as William Patterson gets the clearance. Out to center ice, no further. Opportunity here for Drexel. Crane glides in, shot, and the net comes off the moorings. Brett Connon didn't do much to avoid that net. Let's just leave it at that. Shot was saved initially by Hammerquist, but Connon, perhaps one of those heady veteran plays. You see things breaking down, just plunge yourself into the back post. Timeout on the ice called by Drexel, 1:09 left. 1 goal lead for William Patterson. Really good hockey game. 2 really good hockey teams. A look at head coach Kyle Zoldi and his staff. Devising on the whiteboard this last-minute drill. You can have some form of patience, not too much. It's only 1:09 left, but you can have a little bit of patience on a 6-on-5 when you get possession. A couple quick passes can move the defense out of position. Got to make sure not to shoot it too quickly if there's a blocker right in front. One untimely block can lead to an easy empty net goal. Drexel has to be very cognizant of their passes and cognizant of what opportunities they take. Once that initial shot is taken from the slot or the point or from the circle, and there's any type of rebound, that's when all hell breaks loose. Just dive at the net any way you can. Dirty goal doesn't matter. Drexel needs to find a way here. And on the William Patterson side, this is the time to lay out. This is the time to maintain your position. And it's the time, when needed, to put your body on the line. In many ways, this has incredible implications for the ECHA regular season tallies and the regular season standings. And that's how the ACHA National Tournament representative is determined. Regular season record. Urbani sent it across. Kyle Weller was there. Back to Churchvara. Urbani. Right in front to the back post. Nice job by William Patterson to get down there. Now will be, no, they're going to wave off icing. There was a deflection there. Churchvara can't believe it. 41 seconds left. Eugene Lim carries it into the zone. Hagan able to get a stick on it and caress it into the backboards. Now that one's sent all the way down, and that should be an icing. And it is. Perhaps a little labor that time from Nicholas Urbani, a heady play by the veteran, no doubt. 23.8 seconds left. Last opportunity here for the Drexel Dragons. Top line out there. Face off, one. Churchvara, shot blocked. Lim after it on the near side boards. It's a fight for it. William Patterson can't get it out. Churchvara shot. Blocked in front, still loose. Goal! Nicholas Urbani got the touch. 8 seconds on the clock. All tied at 4. Now listen to this place rock. Nicholas Urbani looks destined to give us some more hockey. An empty net goal, 6-on-5. The Churchvara shot came from the point. It was deflected in front. The puck was never covered. It never even got to Hammerquist at first. And then Nicholas Urbani got just enough to lift it with the backhand past Hammerquist. That's going to come on Wick. He'll cover up with, it looked like there was still time on that clock. And we'll see what they do. He covered it up. It looked to me like with about 0.8 seconds left. And they let that clock continue. Boy, 1.5, that might be a little generous as well. I think splitting the difference there. I think he covered it up at about 0.8. 4-4. They put 1.5 seconds on the clock. McGinley does enough, and that's it. We're going to overtime here at the Class of 23 Arena. Second straight night. And some extracurriculars. Cameron Neely, Thomas Bauer are getting after it. Overtime here at the Class of 23 Arena, the home of the Drexel Dragons, as they take on the William Patterson University Pioneers. Last Saturday night, last time we were in this building, it was 4-4 heading to the extra period. A 5-minute, 3-on-3 overtime period, followed by a shootout if we get there. Kyle Zoldi having the conversation with his guys. Trying to get a few more rushes. Now, the thing about 3-on-3 hockey is it's all about possession. We talked about this last week. All about possession in a 3-on-3 hockey game. The 4-on-4 gives you the open ice, and you can take more of those chances because you're going to have more guys getting back, and it's a different brand of hockey. 3-on-3, you give one puck away, you might not see it for another 2 minutes, and you might be cooked. So you're going to put strong puck possessors out there. You're going to put one strong defenseman, certainly. And in this case, you have Mike Churchvara, who does it all. Great defenseman. And also a really offensive-minded defenseman. Kyle Weller is out there, along with Eugene Lim, the speedster. (11:52 p.m. in the East, a 9:45 start. We went past midnight last week with a 10:30 start. Could we do the same here tonight? This, with all the implications on the line. Thomas Bauer loses that faceoff. Lim comes right in, trying to get possession. I think that's the important thing for Drexel, and Churchvara comes back with it. Pulls it back from an off angle, and he'll very gladly carry that out of the zone. 4-4, we're 20 seconds into this overtime period. 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. Eugene Lim winds up and fires one wide. Kyle Weller's going to be there first. Mike Churchvara into the slot, now Weller. Weller turns, fires, blockered wide there. Nice job by Hammerquist to go up and stand up and get that one. Churchvara, shot right off the post. Weller's going to come back with it. Churchvara, will he try it again? Eugene Lim, that stick was in the passing lane. Weller's going to get possession. Now it's a foot race. Bauer, 1-on-none. Wick with a huge save on the blocker side. And here comes Drexel. Eugene Lim carries it in. Lim shoots up into the netting and out of play. Boy, oh boy, Churchvara hits the post. Bauer can't find the net on a true breakaway. Jeremy Wick with a huge game-saving stop. And we're only a minute 11 into this one. Face-off, one, and Eamon McMillian carries with possession for William Patterson. Whiffs on that pass attempt, but he's patient as it brings it back behind his own net. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. Penalties await if no goal is scored. Now Hagen's back behind the play. 3-on-2 for William Patterson. McMillian leaves it back. Shot saved. Wick. Walt Kuiper, the sophomore, with the wrister, and Jeremy Wick stayed in position the whole time. Three minutes, 22 seconds left in the overtime period. Michael King will take the faceoff, along with Nick King, and the faceoff is won by Drexel. Here comes Dylan Hart. 2-on-2, leaves it across. That was a little bit behind Jamie Crane. He keeps possession, and he'll draw this one back. Crane, Hart right off the post. Hart sends it back. Possession right out of position, right in front. Puck is still loose. Horn goes. What do we get? No signal. No signal. Puck is in the glove. It's in the glove. Jeremy Hammerquist makes the save. That horn went right in the middle of play. Hold your horns, folks. Hold your horns. We're still playing. Wow. Hammerquist, a couple of unbelievable saves. Here's Church Vera with the touch. Church Vera spins onto his backhand. Sent across. Saved again. Jeremy Hammerquist. Absolutely spectacular. And that should be an icing. Drexel's going to get it back. An extremely tired line for William Patterson that's leaking oil right now. Jeremy Hammerquist just bailing water out of the boat at this point. Are you kidding me? Face-off won again by Drexel. Lim. Shot is blocked. Great block there. Back behind the net. Brings it across, and that one's deflected away. Lim will get there first and maintain possession. And too many men on the ice. Easy call there. Eamon McMillian can't believe it. 2:10 left. Drexel's going to go on a 4-on-3 power play. That's the second time tonight that William Patterson has been called for too many men. What a game. What a game. Thomas Bauer will serve the penalty and a timeout on the ice with 2:10 left. It doesn't get better than this at the college level, folks. This William Patterson team can play. This is a 16-3-0-1 Drexel team, a team at the top of the ECHA standings. William Patterson lost 5 games in the non-conference, but they scheduled New York University, NYU, Stony Brook, and University of Rhode Island. 3 phenomenal teams. Lost all 5 of those games. But they're 6-2-0-1 in the ECHA, so this means everything to them. This is keeping pace. This is staying at the top of the standings. All of that on the line for the team in orange and black. That one went into the bench. 4-on-3. Drexel will take this 4-on-3 for the next minute 55 or until we're out of here one way or the other. Patience here from the Dragons. Although it's taken away there. An opportunity here with numbers coming back. William Patterson brings it right in. William Patterson wants a penalty, nothing called. Now a 3-on-2 for Drexel. Drop back. Weller shot. Blocked in front there by Ledwith. Kept in at the point. Fed right back. Church Vera. Shot. Saved by Hammerquist. Larceny with the left hand from Jeremy Hammerquist. And it's time for us to wish everybody a fine good morning here in the East Coast. 12 o'clock a.m. for the second straight game, second straight weekend here at the Class of 23 Arena. Kept in again. Here's Eugene Lim coming to the top of the circle. Flips it across. One time to the back post. Nice stick in there. Lim. Weller again blocked. Kuiper. That shot goes wide. Walt Kuiper's blocked 2 in this 4-on-3 power play. Lim's going to get it back. A minute left. Skip pass. Lim. Winds up and fires right in front, and Hart doesn't have his stick, kicks it back. He races to the bench to get another stick. Lim, shot, saved again. Eugene Lim muscled into the backboards. 32 seconds left on the power play, 40 left in the overtime period. James Schickling, he'll try. That one deflected, goes wide, and sent all the way down. Wick out to get it. Schickling will move back up the ice. James Schickling moves it in. 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Sent back, and boy, oh boy, that is, well, we'll call that all coming out in the wash. That was headed all the way back down the ice. The linesman got himself in the way, took one off the left elbow, but Drexel was offside. So it all comes out, we'll say, in the wash there. Perhaps a little bit of an advantage here for Drexel, as they might have one more run at things. Three seconds left, then it'll become 4-on-4 until the next stoppage. They're going to kick both guys out of the circle. Eamon McMillian wins the faceoff. Flicked up the ice. Comes in on Wick, and he will cover with 4 seconds left in the overtime period. And we're that far away from a shootout. So now they'll roll off the ice back to 3-on-3 for the next 5 seconds. ECHA hockey at its finest. Two of the better teams you're going to find in all of the ACHA. Face-off one, William Patterson, long shot, saved there by Wick, and that's it. 65 minutes in the books, not enough. Penalty shots coming up next here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Okay, it's the first time we've seen Drexel at home go to the shootout. Who do they go with? I think Eugene Lim is an easy suggestion, an easy choice. One of the best stick handlers this team has. I think Kyle Weller's a guy that's going to want to come in with a lot of speed. Big, strong player, good stick handler. I think James Schickling is in that mix as well. And of course, I think Mike Churchvara is right in the mix as well. Churchvara, a very good stick handler himself, has a wicked shot. If you're going to pick a guy with the best wrist shot on the team, maybe that's Nicholas Urbani. Decisions, decisions. First out on the ice is Eugene Lim. Jeremy Hammerquist to our left. Jeremy Wick to our right. Eugene Lim will come get the puck and try to deliver for the Drexel Dragons. It'll be best of 3, and from there, 1 on, 1 off, until we end around with a delta. Goaltender says he's ready, so are we. Here's Eugene Lim. Patience here as he comes to net. Brings it to the backhand, and it's saved by Hammerquist. Lim unable to lift it, and Hammerquist gets the first save. Here comes Thomas Bauer. Fakes the shot, poke check, and Wick comes up with the save. He poked it once, extended the pad to the post, and makes the save. Still nothing finding the twine. Mike Churchvara up next for the Drexel Dragons. Got a howitzer of a shot if he wants to let it go. Churchvara comes in with pace from the near side circle. Churchvara to the backhand and hit the post. Churchvara hits the post and still no blood. Had him beaten on the blocker side. It'll be Sean LaCourte for William Patterson. deliberately comes in. Scores! Lifts it high with the wrister and beats Jeremy Wick glove side. So it's up to James Schickling. Do or die here for Drexel. A save from Hammerquist earns the 2 points for William Patterson. Schickling carries straight on. Schickling, saved by Hammerquist, and that's your ball game. Drexel loses another overtime loss, and it is William Patterson winning this one at the Class of 23 Arena, maintaining that 2 in the loss column in the ECHA and dropping Drexel into a tie in the loss column in the conference. What a game we had tonight. Absolutely spectacular on both sides. Jeremy Hammerquist came up with some unbelievable saves in the overtime period to even get it to the shootout. And then he goes 3 for 3, denying Drexel. Eugene Lim, Mike Churchvara, and James Schickling. And the Pioneers of William Patterson come up with a huge win. A nice effort by these Drexel Dragons here tonight. But unfortunately for the Dragons, over a month to think about a 2-game losing streak that they'll carry into the break. Long season, a lot of season ahead of them. A 16-4-0-1 team with so much ahead of them. But you give William Patterson University all the credit in the world for the way they came out here tonight. It was Sean LaCourte who scored the goal and scored the penalty shot there. "4-4, your final. William Patterson University, the Pioneers, win in a shootout." We'll be back. We are likely to get a Drexel coach to come up here and give us a few minutes of his time. So stay with us here on the Drexel Hockey Network. The final, once again, William Patterson wins this one, 4-4. Pioneers in a shootout. Bob Long here on the play-by-play. Mike Crisafulli on camera. Appreciate those being with us. Appreciate those that will remain with us as we look to get a Drexel coach on the air with us to give us their thoughts. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging with us, folks. Just a few minutes. Still having a conversation in the locker room, just debriefing after the tough 5-4 shootout loss. Hang with us if you could, and we expect a member of the Drexel Dragons coaching staff up with us here in the booth in just a few minutes. Welcome back inside our booth here at the Class of 23 Arena. No post-game interview for you here tonight, but this was certainly an unbelievable hockey game and one that Drexel is going to learn a lot from. They have 4-4 loss, I should say, shootout win for William Patterson University, the Pioneers, who came out and played a really good game of hockey. You know, we were nearly scoreless through 40 minutes. Big goal there by King, put them on the board. Another quick goal to start the third, 2-0. Drexel came back from 2 goals down twice, end up tying the game with 8 seconds left. Took it to overtime. Jeremy Hammerquist, absolutely unbelievable saves in the overtime period just to push it to the shootout, and he makes all 3 saves in the shootout. Big shout out to Jeremy Hammerquist. He's the player of the game from our side here tonight. And on the Drexel side, they now have a month to think about things, and unfortunately to do so on a 2-game losing streak. But big ECHA games coming up on the other side of the break. They have huge tests coming up. They host Navy here on the other side of the new year. They have to go up to William Patterson University, and they have to travel out to Iceland Quad Links to take on a really good Westchester University team. Season still completely in front of them and in their hands. Opportunity to win this conference in the regular season, but that margin of error just a little bit smaller than it was after this game here tonight. But I'm Bob Long. Enjoyed being with you guys all night. I've been enjoying being with you all season. Mike Crisafulli back behind the camera, my wonderful cameraman and producer. We'll say so long for this evening, or this morning, shall we say, from Class of 23 Arena. Once again, your final 4-4. William Patterson wins in a shootout. We won't see you till mid-January, so I hope everybody enjoys their holidays, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Take care, and good night.